Hi, everybody. This is Nicole Rivera from the Stop Writing Alone podcast and the NV Rivera YouTube channel, bringing you our first pre recorded write in. And I call this one the 515 write in because we're going to break it down into 5-minute intervals and 15-minute intervals. This is really great for distraction free writing. And I'm bringing it to you now in November because I know so many people are using sprints like these for NaNoWriMo, but you can use this at any time of year because this is what I do with all of my writing groups when we get a chance to meet together, whether it's in person or virtually, to do our write-ins. So let me begin first by explaining what exactly we will be doing for this video for the next 40 minutes, approximately 45 minutes. 5-minute breaks in between 15-minute intervals for uninterrupted writing. So this is your first quote-unquote 5-minute break. And after we reach 5 minutes, we will be going straight into a writing sprint. So in an in-person group, this is the time where we chat and catch up and see how everyone's doing. We catch each other up on our latest writing projects or just brainstorm for what we're about to get into. But since it's just me and a mic, it's you listening to me, gathering your materials together, getting ready for your first writing sprint, which will be happening momentarily. First, I want to say what you could be doing on your 5-minute breaks in between the writing. You can stretch, you can get a snack, you can do a quick chore. When I first started doing write-ins, I used to layer them with laundry, and I would throw a load in before I would sit down for a write-in and then hop in between to check on the laundry or fold some stuff and put it away. You could also do an incredibly quick scroll through social media, a couple of likes here and there, or text a friend, just check in with someone. But remember, you're giving yourself 5 minutes only for the extent of this video, for the extent of this writing time. You want to stick to this schedule so that you stay in the zone of your writing. You don't get too far out of your story, but you do give yourself those mental breaks. I really do like the idea of just getting up, stretching, grabbing a snack, maybe getting a new drink, going to the bathroom. Should have had that on the list. That's important. But I think you get the idea. Those are great things to do on your break. But as I said, this was our first 5-minute break. So, if you need to, you can pause and go do all the things that you need to do before you get started, because we are just about at the 1-minute mark before we are going to start our first 15-minute sprint. And as we count down here, I'll just let you know that what's coming up is a walk in the woods. This first one is a walk in a path near my home, near sundown, on a rainy day. And by the end of the 15 minutes, it got very dark. But I promise it wasn't quite that dark when I was walking myself. Just the camera only picked up so much of the natural light. But I think the sound of the rain and just my footsteps is a good white noise. Oh, and also Staten Island traffic going by is enough to be distraction free and a little bit of ambiance to possibly inspire some cool new things. So here we go. This is it. We are going to head into the woods and you're going to head into your story. I wish you happy writing. Best of luck. Enjoy the process. Get out all the words. Here we go. Good luck. Okay, could you tell that that's my first time recording a walk in the woods for official purposes, not timing it right? Well, you're on your break time now, which means you can use this time to stretch. You might want to roll out your shoulders or, your neck, all these things that we are all tensed up when we're writing. If you're doing it on a computer or even if you're handwriting, I mean, if you've been writing straight for 15 minutes, you need to sort of stretch out a bit. But also keep in mind all the other things you could be doing now. This could be a moment to pick up the phone and scroll through social media or text, catch up on whatever messages you might have missed, run to do a chore, run to the bathroom, get another snack. We have just about 4 more minutes. Again, being that this is video and pre-recorded, you could always pause this and go do whatever you need to do and come back. But for the true nature of the writing sprint, this would be, just you want that 5 minutes. You don't want to go too far over it to step outside your story. Lots of times what I'll do is I'll just set a timer for myself in the house. I have all those Alexa devices that I'm screaming at all the time to set a timer here and there. But this graphic here is up for 4 minutes, and then we'll have the 1 minute timer sort of warning again so that you have the visual cue right here in front of you to make sure that you stay on task and stick to your writing. Now, since I have your ear for a minute, I just want to remind you that no matter what you're feeling about your writing right now, you're doing it. If you sat down and wrote for 15 minutes just now, that's an amazing accomplishment in and of itself. You should be incredibly proud of whatever it is that you just wrote, and know that in drafting, this is the messy part. You want to get it all down and out, and there's plenty of time to fix and revise and get it to be exactly what you want it to be after you've finished your draft. You don't want to really worry too much about that in this moment. You also don't want to beat yourself up for not, having perfection come out on first go. That happens to no one. So if you are binge writing and trying to do something very quick like NaNoWriMo, you really just can't even think about the editor. You have to go, go, go. If you're using this as at a different time and you're using this time to write more slowly, you can take your time with it and do the writing and editing at the same time. So I hope this time serves you well. I'm not going to take you back into the darkness with this next 15-minute sprint. I had a clip from my favorite time on that same path, which is in November, but this year there's been so much rain, I fear I will not be able to replicate it. This is from a couple of years ago, the first time I truly discovered how beautiful this path gets in the fall when all of the leaves turn yellow, and I felt like I was walking in the middle of sunshine. So what I had recorded back then was just a 2.5 minute clip, and we're at our 1 minute warning now. A 2.5 minute clip of what it looked like because my husband was working and kept missing it. So I put it on loop. So that's okay for you because you're not supposed to be watching this. You're supposed to be writing while this is just your background. You will see one friendly bike rider ride by, but you'll get to see that same path that I was walking in the darkness in the previous sprint, now all lit up not only by the sunshine of the day, but by the beauty of the gold all around. And I hope you enjoy it because this is truly one of my favorite captures. So this is it. 10 seconds left. Happy writing. Best of luck. And just have fun with it.
Morning. 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 Good morning.
All right, so how did you do? That was it for today. I gave you two 15-minute writing sprints in our live write ins that I am hosting every Sunday in November, November 2020 from NaNoWriMo. We do 3 rounds of these within the hour. So we get 15 minutes of writing and 45 minutes of writing and 15 minutes of chat in between. And when you're within community, the chat can get a lot of fun. I have to be very strict about the 5 minutes. We don't get to do all the break things that you get to do virtually because we're all just connecting with each other. I'm going to drop a link in this description of this video if you haven't already signed up for the Nano 2020 group so that you can get the link to those when they're happening. But otherwise, stop on by to the Stop Writing Alone with Nicole Rivera Facebook group, because very often I'll post the links to various events right there. You could also follow me at Stop Writing Alone on Instagram, where I've been trying to do sort of mini events in the lives and using IGTV. But there's so many different ways now to connect with community virtually, and unfortunately this year that seems to be the one guaranteed connection that we can have with community. So take advantage of it, not only of what I'm doing here and in Stop Writing Alone, but just do a search on YouTube while you're here and see all the other authors. Check out AuthorTube. Just Google search AuthorTube within YouTube, and you'll hit up on some great people. One of the women that I interviewed early on for the podcast, Tamara Woods, has a great channel, has loads of these virtual write-ins. She's been doing it a lot longer than I have, so I'm sure you can have lots of fun over there. But yeah, there's so much out there. Please treat yourself to as much variety and diversity that will inspire you so that you can serve your story and get those words on the page, because whatever you are writing right now, the world needs it. So don't give up, don't stop, keep on going. And if you're looking for community to connect with, come on down to Stop Writing Alone, because we all want to hear about you, your story, and how we can help you make sure that that makes it into the world. So thank you so much for writing with me today and for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed my walks in the woods, and I hope to bring you more of these, and I'll get better and better with everyone. So thanks for hanging out. Happy writing as you continue on, and I will talk to you again soon.